That used to be me, up there, on the screen. I was the kind of person who always had the right thing to say and always knew the right thing to do. I was religious. I still am religious. I pray the Shema every day, but the person that I was would have gone to any length to hold other people to the full extent of God's perfect law. And I was never one of those people who thought that they could talk to God. I wasn't some mystic living out in the desert or a zealot. What would God have to say to me? Anyway, everything he wanted me to know was already written down. He had laid out for me a very specific, very strict set of rules, and I knew that if I could just follow these rules to the letter, then I would be perfect, and in my perfection, I believe myself to be beyond reproach by anyone. And I thought that by following the rules, then I could see with the eyes of God, but I was blind. I didn't realize that in my pursuit of perfection, I had created a wide chasm between me and God. We were standing at opposite banks. And on that day, I was so sure that God was on my side that I was ready to kill another human being, all for the sake of my own notion of justice. But thankfully, God spoke to me. He finally broke through. He spoke to my soul and he told me that I was wrong. Not that what I had learned was wrong, or that my teachers were wrong, but I was wrong. And so I left that place with the conviction that my heart was as cold and unforgiving as that stone that I had been so eager to throw. It was sometime later that I realized that I was the one who really needed forgiveness that day. Because I was so focused on the appearance of things and appearing perfect to other people that I really had no idea who God really was or what he was really about. Because here's the truth. We can never live up to God's law. We can never live up to God's expectations because we're humans. We're born sinners. And until we're reunited with God in heaven, we have to play both the sinner and the saint. My sin was in believing that God was just a formula that I could follow and then be perfect. When in reality, God is so much bigger than any of us could possibly imagine. Yes, God speaks through religion, and he speaks through the law. He's the one who wrote it. But God also speaks in his own way and on his own terms, sometimes by means that are beyond words. So I invite you not to crowd God out with your own pride and your own expectations, and really step into this cloud of unknowing where we can try and see God on his own terms. Thank you. All right, I'm going to have Dwight come up and do communion now.